Blessings to you. How are you? I hope that you guys are doing really well. Today is Tuesday and it is about 11:30 Eastern time. How about you guys? How are you doing? I hope that everybody is well. I've had a couple of quiet days at the office as I am in transition, and I've got to say I'm loving the fact that I had a little quiet time. It's allowed me to come and do a little, a couple of videos, catch up on some very important work that I've needed to do that I've neglected, and of course to prepare for the expo, which is this Sunday. And yeah, so it's good to have a little quiet time every once in a while, right? It allows us to kind of catch up. I hope that you guys are doing really well. And yeah, so I wanted to come on and just do a little sharing. I did a wonderful interview with a beautiful network, the Angels International Network. They're here on YouTube and they have a beautiful blog radio channel on blog radio with the beautiful fairy Claudia Ibera, and it was very, very exciting to share, the perspective from my perspective of the balances, how to balance shamanic energies and the cosmic, the connection between the two, and how they really serve us as a balancing act, pillars. I'm a strong advocate, of course. You guys know that I love the cosmic work, and I began that way, connecting with the angels, and learning how to meditate, loving the feeling of leaving my body, um, which, by the way, led me into shamanic work. Even though I have a clear memory that I was a shaman in another lifetime, and I needed to connect to that aspect to do the amazing, beautiful work that I do now with the shamanic students. But nonetheless, I needed to reconnect to the shamanic side for my own sake, because when I first started developing cosmically, I was, it was like a drug, I was just like out of my body. I did not want to come back to my body, and I experienced a lot of physical pain because I just really didn't want to be here now that I had discovered this beautiful cosmic space that I could sort of run away to. And so there's a fine line, of course, and as always, take what resonates, see what speaks to you. Um, but the balance is really the key word here, in that there is no denying that in order to start tapping into a higher self, start tapping into, the infinite universal reality, and being able to, you know, uh, bring that here, that we need to first experience it. And so meditation, chakra work, and just being still are essential for to optimally reach that, infinite space. But it can also become an escape, and or sometimes it can leave us feeling a little sad or depressed after experiencing the infinite beauty of what it really is when we're in the cosmic space, the stars, the universes, the planets, the different light beings, the freeness, the perfection of it all, and it is. And then having to return back to this, and the physical body and the limitations that being in the human experience can uh, cause us to feel. And so, even though it's great to be able to reach those higher realms, what I'm saying is that the balance And I believe that shamanic work, whether it's for your own development or whether it's something that you're looking to then cultivate into a practice to help others and to work with others, or both, um, shamanic work does create and facilitate the balancing of those cosmic energies and allow us to optimally utilize then the cosmic energies in the physical realm. Why? Because it's ground. Shamanic work is groundwork because it calls for you to not leave your body but to enter into an altered state while still working with the core of Mother Earth. So you're still here, you're still present, working with the elements, which are such a part, again, of the earth realm, of the animal kingdom, the guides, which we see and are around us. And so when we think of that statement, as above, so below, I'm telling you, there is no, it's almost like synonymous then with saying the cosmos and the Mother Earth, enlightenment, but then anchoring in a simulation of that energy, walking the talk through the shamanic practice. Yeah, you could tell that I love it, right? I think it's very empowering, and it allows us to feel that empowerment in the body while we're awake, while we're moving, while we're interacting, while we're working, instead of, again, needing to kind of close our eyes and, leave, so to speak, our bodies to have that kind of experience. And so, anyway, that was what the show topic was about at the International Angels Network. They offer a variety of amazing topics and shows, healers, readers, and just amazing insights. So if you want to look them up, they are on Facebook, they're on YouTube, and of course on Blog Talk Radio, International Angels Network. And Claudia Ibarra, who is the host of that wonderful show. Yeah, so I'm sitting this morning with the Archangel Power Deck. Oops. And this is unorthodox for me because I love to use, you know what deck I love to use, the Psychic Tarot deck. But I just kind of felt that this deck was sort of calling me. It was calling me. It was sitting all the way over there, minding its own business. And as I started to prepare for the video, it just started calling me like, come here, come and fetch me. And so, by the way, speaking of shamanic work, I am offering yet again another amazing apprenticeship. Of course, it is here in the tri-state area in Staten Island, New York. I have still not figured out how to make the apprenticeships available, distantly. I don't think I'm ever going to figure that out because it just doesn't sit right with me. It doesn't mean, however, that, if somebody wants to learn more about the shamanic way, the shamanic practice, that we cannot learn together, even if it's on a distant basis. We just cannot complete the apprenticeship, and it still doesn't mean that we cannot do all the basic and the groundwork for that. I just cannot certify someone. Is really what it boils down to, because they need to have the tribal experience, and the apprenticeship has to be taught in person. But anyone who is, I know so many have reached out asking me, well, how do you teach this? How can we learn more? Definitely can learn more. All you need to do is have a willingness to, and again, through private sessions, through Skype, through any of the social media venues, if there's a will, there's a way. I just cannot certify. But yeah, so what is it? July 18th. begins the next apprenticeship. If you happen to be in the tri-state area, it's going to be 4 classes to finish the apprenticeship, and they are going to be, I believe, every other Thursday evening from 7 to 9, beginning July 18th. All the information is on my website. I will put the link in the description if you guys are in the tri-state area and would like to join us. Of course, transformational is the word for those who have been able to finish the apprenticeship. So I am sitting again with the Archangel Power Tarot Deck, and I am feeling ready. Let's take that beautiful breath that we know is going to open up the space. That exhale that is going to clear the space, the debris, any intrusion, any obstacles, anything that may be blocking us from receiving the insight. And what do we have today? The 7 Burial. I'm going to read them because I don't use this deck very often, and then I'm going to give it my intuitive interpretation, okay? You have invested wisely. Have patience and wait for the harvest. Review your progress and make plans for your next endeavor. Yeah, you know, what speaks to me is the fruition of something that you've been waiting for. Congratulations in this card. A lot of sacrifice, a lot of waiting, a lot of patience, a lot of faith, a lot of trust, and something finally being given birth to as a consequence of all the effort and work that you've placed into this intention, into this desire. You know, I feel lusciousness in this card, and I don't know why. I feel like, don't forget that as the universe gives, to also return that, you know, to help someone with the gifts that you receive, to support someone, to give as you receive, you know, whether it's in time, energy, support, alchemy, whatever way that may speak or play out for you, in knowing that there's a divine exchange. Yes, a really beautiful card. The third, 3 of Michael, I'm sorry. Release the past and you will grow from this situation. Time heals all wounds. Anytime the Archangel Michael shows up is, you know, an invitation to know that we're being protected, but also a reminder that one of his greatest strengths is in removing obstacles. And those obstacles are not always physical, they're emotional, they're mental. Be mindful about justification, feeling that, you know, because you can justify, you know, substantiate that somebody's done something wrong, or that's, you know, that they've actually, you know, made an attempt to injure you, ridicule you, or anything like that, that it's okay for them, for you to be angry, bitter, or upset. No, you know what? It doesn't mean that we have to become a doormat, of course, to anyone's ill treatment. Lovingly detaching from the individual, knowing that it doesn't serve you, but also making sure that you make the time to purify and to let go of those emotions or feelings, because they'll block you. And so that saying, cut your nose to spite your face, you know, we need to be mindful that if we hold on to grudges, because we can justify it, you know, say, oh, but yeah, they did this to me, we're really only hurting ourselves, right? Call upon Archangel Michael to help you to release any obstacles. The 6 of Ariel. Ariel, of course, I believe is a great angel of communications, of clearing the receptions, you know, if things are not being clarified or communicated properly, and also romance. Material needs get fulfilled. in magical and unexpected ways. Acts of kindness, giving and receiving with a grateful heart. I love when the oracles, validate what I say from a previous card. If you just kind of rewind, right? I was just saying giving and receiving for the first card. And here it is, another fulfillment card. And so if you are waiting for something that's going to pay off, in whatever way is a payout for you, whether it's career, romance, the decision of something, the arrival of something. I'm feeling my son. We're waiting for a phone call. Prepare yourself. Be very open. Step into a place of gratitude. And, just like the first card reminded us, if we're in a place of gratitude, we can start sharing that gratitude even before the actual manifestation of what it is that we're waiting for. That's faith. And saying like, I am so full of grace right now that, you know what, I want to be generous with that grace and share it with others because I already know that this is going to come into fulfillment. I feel a lot of humbleness here. I feel a lot of depth in just having that humbleness, gratitude, and getting ready to not only feast on it, but to share it with others. Yes, very important. I feel like one more. And the Six of Michael, it's the light at the end of the tunnel. Wow, these cards are speaking very strongly about something that's, been a long haul waiting, that's coming into fruition. Breathe a sigh of relief and make new plans, relocation or travel. I'm telling you, as I'm reading these cards, I'm feeling like palpitations in my heart because my son Jonathan, which I don't really speak of in these videos because I like to keep it as a share and not too personal, but has been waiting for a call for a very important government job that he applied for almost a year ago and underwent some interviews and had to travel, and all of a sudden in March it came to almost like a dead halt. And it's caused a lot of friction and a lot of uncomfortability, doubts, a lot of things. And it's a daily prayer for me because I feel so strongly that he's gonna get this position, but not knowing why it hasn't taken fruition. Anyway, as I'm reading these cards, I'm feeling it, so I want to share that out. So that you can help me hold the field for Jonathan, because I kind of feel that these cards are kind of talking about, oh, maybe, it's coming, it's finally coming. But absolutely, that sigh of relief, dropping on the floor, being excited, sharing it with friends, something that you worked really hard for, waited for, is finally coming to that pivotal place of completion. This relocation and travel makes me feel it could be job related, and or if it's a reward, monetary reward, taking a beautiful trip to celebrate. So it can be one or the other, but also starting new ventures as a result of completing this. I do feel alchemy in this card. So rewards, promotion, investments, something that you really worked hard at and it pays off, So, yeah. I don't know what to say. You know what? All cards are speaking about amazing gifts of return, of being ready to receive. What a beautiful oracle reading. I'm so glad that I was guided to use the Archangel Power Deck this morning with you guys. I hope that it resonates with you, I'd love to hear if you are waiting or have been waiting for something to take fruition, and if you felt the excitement of those cards, please share with me. And what can I say? Staten Island Expo here this Sunday. We're so very excited. We've had a handful of presenters sign up, believe it or not, over the last 48 hours. So many beautiful new presenters, so many beautiful, old presenters that have been with us from the beginning. If you happen to be in the tri-state area, come on out, take ferry ride. I'm telling you, it's an amazing oasis of just amazing light workers, all synchronized, all vibrating, to be of service to you, to educate, to guide, to offer insight, and to just offer their love and their light. It's happening this Sunday at the Hilton Garden Inn from 11 to 6. I will be offering a drum journey from 1 to 2. There's a $20 exchange, but love to have you come out and experience what a shamanic drum journey is. Very powerful. And yeah, and so I will be back. I will be putting some links at the description area of some of the things that I've talked about today. And what can I say? You know it. I love you. And I leave you with my love, with my light, and with my peace. It was really great connecting. I want to hear, right, if the messages resonated. And I will be back after the expo to share a little bit about that. Okay? Love you guys. Have a great day.